Good morning all of you. So today we are dealing with new unit, bacterial taxonomy. So actually this bacterial taxonomy is the means by which the microorganisms we are grouping together in a separate groups, in which the organisms having similarities with respect to their criteria are classified in the same group, and those organisms having different criteria are separated from other groups. So according to the bacterial taxonomy, it is the means by which microorganisms which are grouped together, similar species or similar microorganisms exhibiting similarities grouped together, microorganisms which are not exhibiting similarities, we are keeping them in other groups. So introduction is the taxonomy. It is mainly the science of biological classification, and according to the microbial taxonomy, it is the means by which microorganisms can be grouped together. അപ്പോൾ similar characteristics ഉള്ള ഓർഗാനിസത്തിനെ നമ്മൾ ഒരു ഗ്രൂപ്പിലിടും, and we are separating them from other groups of microorganisms which have different characteristics. So the taxonomy is mainly based on the biological classification. So mainly 3 module ആണ് ഈ taxonomy-ക്ക് വരുന്നത്: classification, nomenclature, identification. ഇതിന്റെ ബേസിലാണ് നമ്മൾ taxonomy-നെ explain ചെയ്യുന്നത്. So classification is the arrangement of organisms into groups or taxa. Nomenclature refers to assignment of names to the taxonomy groups. Then identification. Identification refers to determination of particular taxon to which the particular isolate belong. അപ്പോൾ അതായത് ഏതാണോ പർട്ടിക്കുലർ ടാക്സോൺ അതിലാണ് പർട്ടിക്കുലർ ഐസൊലേറ്റ് ഉള്ളത്, അതിനെ ഐഡന്റിഫൈ ചെയ്യാന്നുള്ളതാണ്. അപ്പോൾ ക്ലാസിഫൈ ചെയ്തു, പിന്നെ അതിനെ ഓർഗാനിസത്തിന് നെയിം ചെയ്തു, പിന്നെ ഏത് പർട്ടിക്കുലർ ഗ്രൂപ്പിലാണ് അത് വരുന്നത് എന്നുള്ളത് ഐഡന്റിഫൈ ചെയ്യുക. ഇങ്ങനെയാണ് these are the 3 criteria or 3 important points coming under the taxonomy. So mainly, in other words, taxonomy is the branch of science that deals with identification, nomenclature and classification of any organisms. Now coming to the early history of taxonomy. Actually this history of taxonomy starts within the 15th or 13th to 15th century. European naturalists were kept busy describing these many new species, and they named the new species in Latin language, and it was the language which was generally used for scholarly purpose. Then in 19th century, the idea of collecting exotic species became common practice, and this may laid the foundation for research in the natural science. Charles Darwin was the one who developed the modern theory of evolution by natural selection in the middle 1800s, and it was one of the many naturalists commissioned to collect, record and describe the species he saw during his travels. Then in the 18th century, there was a finding that Swedish scientist Carolus Linnaeus more or less invented our modern system of taxonomy and classification. So the Linnaeus was one of the leading naturalists of the 18th century, a time when the study of natural history was considered one of the most prestigious area of the science. Unlike his predecessors, Linnaeus adhered rigidly to the principle that each species must be identified by a set of names, and which are termed the genus and species. So he tried to classify the organism based on the genus and species, and he classified on the basis of their similarities and dissimilarities. Although He was primarily a botanist. Linnaeus produced a comprehensive list of all organisms then known worldwide. Some 7,700 plants and 4,400 animal species he discovered. And he wrote one of the great classic works in the history of science. The name of that classical work is Systema Naturae, and revised it many times. So this was the Linnaeus old naming classification of this flower was Rosa sylvestris alba cum rubore folio glabro. According to the Linnaeus system, he named the organism as Rosa canina. And this was the cover of the Linnaeus classic work Systema Naturae, which is generally considered to be the start of modern taxonomy. അപ്പോൾ ആൻഷ്യൻ ടാക്സോണമി ശരിക്കും പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഗ്രീക്കിൽ നിന്ന് തന്നെ തുടങ്ങിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. അവരാണ് ശരിക്കും ഈ ടാക്സോണമി എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ നെയിം കൊണ്ടുവന്നത്. ടാക്സിസ് മീൻസ് അറേഞ്ച്മെന്റ് ആൻഡ് നോമിയ മീനിങ് മെത്തേഡ്സ്. ഓക്കെ, we now consider the 10th revision of Systema Naturae. അപ്പോൾ now our study in this taxonomy was now considered with the 10th revision edition of Systema Naturae. It was published in 1758 as the official start of modern taxonomy and first formal biological classification. And it is the benchmark of modern taxonomy, an important reference to help biologists keep the many names straight. Modern taxonomy officially began in 1758 with Systema Naturae, and it was the classic work by Carolus Linnaeus. And this module, the first in a two-part series on species taxonomy, it mainly focused on Linnaeus' system for classifying and naming plants and animals. And the module discusses the contribution of diverse cultures to the development of our modern biological classification, and also it describes historical development of a scientific basis for classifying species. Now coming to the systematics, another important term in taxonomy. Actually, systematics means the study of organisms with the ultimate object of characterizing that organism and arranging them in an orderly manner. And for this, systematics therefore encompasses disciplines such as morphology, ecology, epidemiology, biochemistry, molecular biology, and physiology of bacteria. So next we are going to discuss importance of taxonomy. For the importance, according to the importance, the taxonomy permits the organization to organize huge amount of information about the organism. അതായത് ഒരു ഓർഗാനിസത്തിന്റെ പറ്റിയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരുപാട് ഇൻഫർമേഷൻ ഓർഗനൈസ് ചെയ്തൊരു സ്പെസിഫിക് ആയിട്ട് നമുക്ക് സൂക്ഷിക്കാൻ സാധിക്കും ടാക്സോണമി വഴി. And it allows the predictions and hypotheses to be made upon this information. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് പ്രഡിക്റ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ ഇത് ഈ ഇൻഫർമേഷന്റെ ബേസിൽ നമുക്ക് ഹൈപ്പോത്തസിസ് ക്രിയേറ്റ് ചെയ്യാം for the research purpose, and also we can make predictions. And in this taxonomy helps to place the organisms in useful groups with precise name, that is nomenclature, പേര് കൊടുക്കാൻ സാധിക്കും, that permit effective communication between the investigators. And also these are also essential for the identification of organisms. Okay, so these are the mainly from the ancestral cell line, the taxonomical classification, the organisms are classified mainly into three types, that is eukarya, archaea, bacteria. And eukarya, it consists of eukaryotes. Archaea consists of methanogens, extreme halophiles, hyperthermophiles. Then bacteria consists of gram-positive bacteria, blue-green bacteria, chlamydia, endospore producers, rickettsia, etc. So these are the some basic informations about the bacterial taxonomy. So actually this taxonomy, it includes the analysis of organisms' characteristics. So we are analyzing the organisms' characteristics for the purpose of classification. So mainly the taxonomy refers to the science that deals with the classification of organisms. So in the next class we can discuss about different rank or levels of classification. Thank you all.